Hello students, welcome to Lalitha Ma'am classes. My name is Lalitha Rajan. Today's lecture is about irrational numbers and a decimal expansion of rational numbers. The previous video was Euclid's division algorithm. Today I am describing about irrational numbers and decimal expansion of real numbers. If you are new, please subscribe my channel. If you like the video, please press the like button. Okay. Now we can start the topic. First we are starting irrational numbers. First we are starting with the real numbers. Real numbers we are dividing into rational numbers and irrational numbers. Rational numbers already learned these two, and rational number means it is in the form of p by q, and q not equal to 0, and p and q are integers. This is rational numbers. In rational numbers we can take it as integers, many numbers. But irrational number means we cannot write the number which cannot be written in the form of p by q. Then we can say that these are irrational numbers. For example, root 2. Here the value of root 2, it will come 1.414 this way. That means the number is not repeating and it is not terminating. That means we can take it as root 2 as an irrational number. The irrational number, the decimal expansion is, we can take it as 0.05, 055, 0555, etc. That means here there is no ending, non-terminating, and the numbers are not repeating. Here 05, next it is 3 digits, 055, next it is 0555, etc. That means non-terminating, non-repeating numbers. We are calling it as irrational numbers. Here root 2, we can take 2 is a prime number and root 2 is the irrational number. Next we can take it as root 3. 3 is also a prime number, it is root 3. Root 3 is irrational number. And in this way root 5, we can take many examples, root 2, root 3, root 5, root 7, all the prime numbers in square root we can take it as a irrational number. Root 7, root 9, root 10, odd numbers not, root 11, root 13. After 13, the prime number it is coming 17. But 17 is, before that, root 15. Root 15 means we cannot find the square root of 15. That means it is a irrational number. In the middle here, root 2, root 3, root 4. Root 4 is 2, root 5, root 6. Here in the middle it is coming root 6. It is also an irrational number. Root 7, root 8. It is an irrational number. Then root 8, root 9, root 11, root 10. Before that, these are irrational numbers. Means all the prime numbers in square root irrational numbers. Other than that, which square root is not coming, जिसका हमको square root find नहीं कर सकते, वो भी irrational numbers है. These are the meaning of irrational numbers. Here root 2, root 3, etc. These are irrational numbers. How we will prove this root 2, root 3, etc. These are irrational numbers. We are proving this irrational number by the method of contradiction. Contradiction method. What is the meaning of contradiction? This contradiction method means, I will give you one example. Here I am writing it as minus 2 plus minus 3. It is greater than or equal to 5. Is it correct or not? Minus 2 plus minus 3, it is coming minus 5. Minus 5 is greater than 5? No, it is the false statement. From this false statement, we can write it as minus 2 plus minus 3 is less than 5. Then we are proving it as this is true. That means we are taking it as false statement. From that we are proving it as a true statement. That is the contradiction method. This contradiction method means we know that root 2 is irrational. But how to prove? First we will take it as the contradiction method. That is root 2 is rational. Then we will prove it as a irrational. That root 2 is rational we are proving. Then we are failing that. We are getting the false statement. Then we can say that it is irrational. This is the contradiction method. Before proving root 2 is an irrational number, we have to learn one theorem, that is let p be a prime number. If p divides a square, then P divides A, where A is a positive integer, what the theorem is saying? First we can take one example. We are taking it as A equal to any one of the number we can take. We are taking as 15. A is a positive integer. A equal to 15. Now we are learning. We are taking it as the square of A. A square means 15 square. 15 square is 225. This is one of the number A square. Now let P be a prime number if P divides A square. This 225. We can take it as one of the division of it with a prime number. What we will take? That means P, we can take it as one of the prime number. That means prime number is 3. We are taking. Then is it divisible by this 225? The P3 is divisible by 225. You can see A square upon P is equal to 225 upon 3. 225 upon 3, we can divide. Here 7 3s are 21. Then 15, 5 3s are 15. That means A square upon P it is divisible. That means what they are saying, then if P divides A square means P divides A also. A square is 225, 15 also. Therefore A by P equal to, A by P means A is 15, 15 upon 3 is also divisible. This is the theorem. You understood this example? Here A square, if P divides A square, that means P divides A also. Now we are taking, prove that root 2 is irrational. How we can prove that root 2 is irrational? I already given you the contradictory method. Let us assume on a contradictory method that root 2 is a rational number. That means contrary means we are taking opposite. We have to prove irrational number, but we are taking it as, let us assume root 2 is a rational number. Then root 2 is a rational number means then there exist two positive numbers A and B such that root 2 equal to A by B. Root 2 equal to A by B we have written it is a rational number. A and B are positive integers where A and B are co-prime. What is the meaning of co-prime? That I am explaining here. Co-prime means, just listen here, I have written 2 upon 3. 2 upon 3 we cannot cancel these two. This is the simplified form 2 by 3 only. If I am writing it is 4 by 6, we can cancel with the 2, then we are getting 2 by 3. Then here 2 and 3 are co-prime. That means their HCF is 1. The HCF of these two numbers is 1. Then we can say that these are co-prime. Here 4 and 6. 4 and 6, what can be HCF? HCF is 2 and these are not co-prime numbers. That means it is in the simplified form. Here root 2 equal to A by B, we have written it is in the simplified form. Now what we have to do here? That means squaring both sides. We are doing squaring. Squaring both sides. That means when we are squaring, we will get root 2 square is equal to A by B whole square. Root 2 square is, we can write it as 2. That means here 2 equal to A square upon B square. Then next step, after 2 equal to A square upon B square we can take here. That means 2B square equal to A square. A square equal to 2B square. इसका meaning क्या है? A square is divisible by 2. 2 into anything. That means we can write it as, therefore A square is divisible by 2. A square is divisible by 2. हमने previously एक theorem देखा था. A square divisible by 2 है तो it follows that A is divisible by 2. It follows that A is divisible by 2. A डिविजिबल हो गया तो A स्क्वायर डिविजिबल है तो A भी डिविजिबल हो गया. अभी हमको इसको लिख सकते हैं तो A स्क्वायर इक्वल टू 2B स्क्वायर हो गया. अभी A डिविजिबल बाय 2 मीन्स A इक्वल टू 2C. हम लिखेंगे A इक्वल टू 2C मीन्स व्हाट इज C? C इज ए पॉजिटिव इंटीजर. C इज ए पॉजिटिव इंटीजर. C एक पॉजिटिव इंटीजर हो गया. फिर से इसको स्क्वायरिंग करेंगे. फिर से स्क्वायर करेगा तो A स्क्वायर इक्वल टू 4C स्क्वायर. A स्क्वायर इक्वल टू 4C स्क्वायर. अभी हम A स्क्वायर का वैल्यू इधर से पुट करेंगे तो इधर से जब पुट कर रहे हैं तो हम इसको इक्वेशन 1 दे दें. इक्वेशन 1 दे दिया ए स्क्वायर के लिए हमने 2b स्क्वायर पुट कर लिया, 2b स्क्वायर इक्वल टू 4c स्क्वायर। अभी 2 and 4 कैंसिल, 2 टाइम्स b स्क्वायर इक्वल टू 2c स्क्वायर। तो b स्क्वायर इक्वल टू 2c स्क्वायर, यहां पर हम लोग इसको b स्क्वायर इक्वल टू 2c स्क्वायर मीन्स b स्क्वायर इज डिविजिबल बाय 2। b स्क्वायर इज डिविजिबल बाय 2। b स्क्वायर डिविजिबल है तो हम क्या लिख सकते हैं, इट फॉलोज दैट b इज डिविजिबल बाय 2। b इज डिविजिबल बाय 2। देखो हमने यहां पर लिखा a स्क्वायर इज डिविजिबल बाय 2, देन a इज डिविजिबल बाय 2। ये वाले जो लाइन a इज डिविजिबल बाय 2, यहां पर b स्क्वायर डिविजिबल बाय 2 मीन्स b इज डिविजिबल बाय 2। तो a और b दोनों डिविजिबल बाय 2, उसका मीनिंग क्या है, ये दोनों 2 का मल्टीपल है। 2 का मल्टीपल मीन्स सबसे पहले हमने क्या बोला था, a by b is there is no कॉमन फैक्टर, दैट मीन्स HCF 1 है दोनों का, ये हमने पहले से बोला। बट हम यहां पर बोल रहे a इज डिविजिबल बाय 2 मीन्स a का जो वैल्यू 2 का मल्टीपल है और यहाँ पर b का वैल्यू 2 का मल्टीपल है, तो 2 का मल्टीपल है तो देन देयर HCF इज 2। तो HCF 1 नहीं है, HCF 2 मिल गया, दैट मीन्स इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल। Therefore a and b have at least 2 as a common factor. But this contradicts the fact that a and b are co-prime। हमने पहले से बोला a and b are co-prime है करके, बट हमको यहाँ पर कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन मिल गया, हमने फॉल्स प्रूव कर लिया, ये स्टेटमेंट है फॉल्स है। This means that our assumption is wrong, hence root 2 is an irrational number. Next question, prove that 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational. How we will prove this irrational? First step, the same way contradictory method. Let us assume that 3 plus 2 root 5 is rational. Then 3 plus 2 root 5 equal to a by b. We are taking what? A and b, and we are positive integers with the coprime numbers. That means coprime numbers means their HCF 1. Now we can take that 3 plus 2 root 5 equal to a by b means 2 root 5 equal to a by b minus 3. This way we can write 2 root 5 equal to a by b minus 3. Then root 5 equal to, we can take LCM, a minus 3b upon b, then 2 will come here, 2b. a minus 3b upon 2b. This is the value of root 5. Now what is a minus 3b upon 2b? Here, since a and b are integers, means we can write it as here, since a and b are integers, we get a minus 3b upon 2b is rational. This is coming as a rational number. 3 minus a minus 3b upon 2b, because these two are integers means this will be rational. Means this is rational means then root 5 is rational. Root 5 is rational, but root 5 is not rational. But this contradicts that. This contradicts that root 5 is irrational. You are proving it as root 5 is irrational. Then our assumption is wrong. Our assumption is wrong. We proved whatever it is that is wrong. It means that therefore 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational. This is the contradictory method. Okay, rational numbers and their decimal expansion I will explain in the next video. Students, I hope you like this video. If you like this video, share to your friends and tell them to subscribe my channel. If you have any problem, you write in comment box. Whatever about the video, you comment in your comment